The combined record of the opponents that he's fought today, 16-13, which is not bad at this stage in your career. But that's not as many fights as John De Jesus has on his own.
Literally.
So
crazy.
I like this matchup. You see, getting some. Well, I don't even know he's getting last words of advice from Arman Sorgan. Arman just looks at him.
Arman's just chilling.
He looks at him, nods.
You already know.
To go off what you said, John, there's a lot of hype on this kid. So I went and watched some film on him. And man, the hype is real. This kid is dangerous. For 20 years old, the level of fighting he's at already is amazing.
That's young.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
insane,
very, very young.
Insane.
Pretty incredible where he stands. Great performance last time out. Like I said, just a weight miss, but on weight this time around in the co-main event. Like I said, everybody's stepping up a little bit. He's here in Las Vegas. He knows how important this night is. You get a chance to fight in front of the UFC brass, and it's always in attendance here at Tough Enough.
Exciting fight right here.
We've seen a lot of guys get opportunities off of fights here. Again, when a UFC exec can not only watch your tape, but watch you in person.
Absolutely.
See it up close.
Absolutely.
See if you've got that special thing they're looking for. That's a big opportunity, especially when we know Contender Series is a couple months away.
And Arman Sarnsukian is not a bad guy to surround yourself with.
He is
game,
not.
You know?
Not at all. Take a look at the tail of the tape here. You said it jumps off the page. Just 20 years old. John De Jesus, much more experience, will have the reach advantage. That perfect record with David Mgoyan. Let's see if he can take another step forward. It's our co-main event. Let's take it up to Justin Bernard for the official introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a co-main event of the evening, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the Tough Enough lightweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 18 wins, 12 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 150 pounds. Fighting out of Aurora, Colorado, John De Jesus. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He's a striker holding a professional record, undefeated with 5 victories. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 150 pounds. Fighting out of Bad East, Russia, David Mgoyan. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Mark Smith.
Co-main event, undefeated David Mgoyan, the veteran John De Jesus. Ryder, you talked about it. The tape that you see, the skills are there, right?
Yeah,
high-level grappling, power in his hands.
Very just well-rounded MMA fighter, but he's going to have his hands full with John De Jesus, who's just a very high-level fighter himself.
And De Jesus could not wait to get out there in the center of the cage.
Excited to go. You see the speed and the aggression from Mgoyan already.
Yeah.
I like the little level changes, those little feints too. Ooh, beautiful.
In on the takedown, single leg, wrenches it high, just lifts him off the ground with the single.
Finish.
My goodness, talk about leverage and power.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, for a second I thought De Jesus was going to fight off that takedown, but
that was a perfect finish, how he hiked that leg and brought it above his head. That's a beautiful high-level finish right there. And he's doing a good job controlling his legs right here, taking his De Jesus' hips away from him and controlling. Good job by David.
Now you see De Jesus is on his hip right now, reaching over, trying to lock a Kimura grip up on that left arm.
De Jesus, he's absolutely fighting for the ball. He's not accepting being in the position that he's in.
He's not content, you know, he's not
settled.
Not at all. That's where the high-level experience comes in. Just stay moving on bottom. I tell guys all the time, if you get taken down, have urgency to get up. He's doing that.
Oh, that was different. I never seen somebody do that.
Staple the leg down there, really nice, You see De Jesus trying to prevent the back take, but a beautiful takedown from Mgoyan. Had the hands wrapped.
Throws in the boot right here, beautiful work.
And as a 20-year-old kid, you can see that Mgoyan has some power. He's got some strength.
Absolutely.
You see why everybody is talking big about this man.
I mean, that was a little flashes of Arman right there, you know, the relentless takedown, the big slam mat return. Beautiful work, David.
Trained with Arman Sorgan since he was an amateur. Arman actually brought him over to the United States to train an American top team.
And with that being said, De Jesus, again, not accepting being down on the ground.
Absolutely. doing the right thing. You
Biding
can tell
his
David,
time.
yeah, has some good pressure, but De Jesus is just relentless in getting back to his feet. Good work by both men.
And he is using it. He's almost going BJ Penn style with these limbs.
Yeah.
Like he's using his limbs almost like extra arms and hands.
David's doing a good job with that.
That's just mean.
Foot stomps her.
Oh,
Good.
He's trying to break his. I
Yeah.
guess.
yeah.
Are you not allowed to do that? Because
I thought it was legal.
I don't know. Well, Mark Smith jumped in there and
Yeah,
said, "Hey,
yeah.
can you stop that?"
But again, De Jesus back up on his feet, but just David's a powerhouse, man. You
gotta
can
be
tell he's
strong.
strong, man. Good pressure, good positioning. Relentless.
Beautiful takedown. You
Yeah,
see that?
beautiful.
Just drop back and push the legs out from underneath as he set back. Beautiful work.
He is relentless.
Yeah,
That's a perfect word that you just used in his attack right now.
Not stopping, refusing to let De Jesus really get out of this position. You
No.
know? He
Hands
keeps getting
clasped.
he gets to his feet, but all right, we're going back down. We're not time yet.
Like, no. You know, it feels right now that this round is almost over.
Yeah.
Got 2 minutes left
2
in the round.
minutes. Wow.
A lot of time left to work here. De Jesus has shown his veteran savvy, right? He's been put in some bad positions, but he's shown why I think we like this matchup so much,
That's
right?
crazy. I have never seen
never
that little
seen that.
stepping on the calf like that. That's tricky. I like it. I
And,
like
he
it.
did the same thing
Yeah,
over here when he
that's-
stepped on the ankle.
Smart.
It's something I think you see the Ruotolo brothers do a lot in their
Oh,
grappling.
yeah,
so
very true.
Yeah. Oh, knee there.
Ooh, that was legal too. That was great.
Big mat return as well, lifting him in the air and now pounding away with the hammer fist. I love just the control here from the back, but still the opportunity to strike
Absolutely.
anytime he can.
Mgoyan's got a little bite to him, huh?
Yeah,
Indeed.
yeah, tough, man.
A
Tough
little
kid.
nastiness to him.
That knee was money. And I mean, here, he
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
had it again. De Jesus better be aware of that because those are heavy knees.
He got out of it just in time.
Yeah,
Go up.
barely. And here he goes again with that, dragging him back down. Beautiful work by David.
De Jesus got to be careful here. He scrambles, exposes his back for a moment, but gets to the feet once again, trying to hit the switch as he's got the wide stance. Mgoyan, you can tell the grip strength is strong. He has not been
letting
relenting.
go.
Dude, relentless. That's the best way to describe him. Just relentless. Does not refuses to give up any position.
Yes. Look at the face of De Jesus. He's like, man, okay. Like,
Just let me up.
Yeah, I mean, just hasn't been able to break the grip here. I mean, we're talking, look at this. Going to try to lift him up, unable to do so there. 30 seconds to go in this opening round. Mgoyan has been in complete control, but to De Jesus' credit, hasn't panicked.
No.
Got to be a little frustrated for sure, but hasn't given up any huge mistakes.
Not at all. He's doing the right
Mgoyan's
things.
right there in his
Yeah.
corner as well. I mean, Arman Sarukin right there giving him advice, walking him through the positions. Hear the clapper there for the final 10 seconds of this opening round. It has been all David Mgoyan, but John De Jesus, as advertised, the veteran savvy, making him work for it.
Absolutely. Good round by David, but
really was.
I want to see how much energy he lost that round with those big mat returns and the heavy grappling. I want to see his conditioning right here. You know, young kid, he's in a dogfight. I want to see what happens next round.
Agreed.
Great first
he's
round,
had
though.
all finishes in his career thus far. We'll take a look at some of the replays. How does the energy level stay up after this incredible action?
you can see that he's got a lot of energy. You know what I mean? You can see he's got a lot of energy, a lot of strength.
For sure.
He's been doing a lot of lifting in this.
That's what I'm saying. And I thought he'd be tired, but look in his corner. He's not breathing heavy. He looks fine, but that takes a lot of energy, all these
really
big mat
does.
returns, man.
It really does. And he used all of his limbs, as I mentioned earlier. I mean, he's stomping on ankles. He's stomping on knees.
Knee and faces.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I don't remember him throwing many punches.
No, honestly, there's just a lot of grappling, heavy grappling exchanges.
Over. Doing okay with the ludicrous in the background.
Mark Smith gave a little warning. I said, just be careful with the back of the head. That must be what he was concerned about earlier, watching the back of the head.
Look at the eyes of Mgoyan.
And it was funny because Arman, as he was walking out of the cage, said to David Mgoyan, he pointed to the center of the cage, like, get out there, get out there. I think he wants to show him maybe, hey, we're not getting tired.
Yeah,
you know, we're
for
right
sure.
here.
Yeah. He's
If
bouncing on
you
his
think you're
feet,
going to wait for us out to get tired, that's not going to happen.
Very true. Very true. Good point.
Mark Smith was a little annoyed by it. He said, I don't care what Arman said.
It's time.
go back there.
I'm the authority inside this cage.
Ooh, nice little right hand by David right there. Took his back.
Got those hands clasped. It looks like round number one.
Indeed.
Yeah, it looked like David went to do some spinning attack, and David took advantage of it. He's right back on his back.
There's that beautiful creativity. I love that. He puts the foot on the back of the leg and then sits back and drags him down. And then as soon as he got it down, stepped over with the right leg, got the hook in, man.
Beautiful work by David. High-level grappling for sure.
I love the wrestling background with you, though. It's a boot, not a hook. You know what I mean? I love it.
I was going to say anything.
Well, hey, for the wrestlers, it's a boot. We'll go with that. Oh, good. Another nice takedown there. Just refuses to let that grip go. Just the body control that he has.
It's impressive. It really is. Because De Jesus, you could tell, is a strong guy himself. He's built like a tank.
And he keeps getting right back up.
Keeps getting back up, but cannot break that grip.
Let me ask you this. I mean, it's control, right? But has he had any submission attempts? Has he landed many punches?
He hasn't, but with the control, you got to think De Jesus didn't have the opportunity to really land anything either. So you got to go with David with the control. But now they're both back on their feet, so let's see what happens. David been exerting a lot of energy.
Yeah, De Jesus has worked really hard just to have this separation,
Absolutely.
right? So you want to try to take advantage of it.
He wants to throw a right hand. You can see De Jesus. Yeah.
Mgoyan
Really
does have a
wants that
lot of
left
speed, and he's creative with the strike. He'll come from all angles. And obviously, De Jesus does not want to get taken down. That has proved very problematic.
I like how De Jesus took the center of the cage, though. Doesn't allow himself with his back on the cage, a little bit easier to get taken down.
Nice little uppercut.
Yeah, that was sneaky.
Mgoyan,
It's fast. Ooh, nice overhand left too.
I think he's got sneaky speed with his hands.
Yeah.
And it's the rhythm, too, right? It's not a traditional rhythm. It's a little bit off the beat.
It's very awkward. Very awkward.
You can't really predict it, you know.
Don't know what angle it's coming from.
Very good point.
Don't know what he's going to throw.
You really don't. Maybe unconventional is a better way to
I agree.
For sure.
It almost seems like Mgoyan's got like nervous energy. The way
you kind of see how he's kind of antsy a little bit, you know. But De Jesus needs to use this right here.
He does. He does. I mean, this is where you need to get off your punches.
Exactly. Nice right hand.
He's learned.
Oh, nice step
elbow. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Landed.
Again, you just don't know what's coming from David Mgoyan.
And he's fast. He gets in quick.
He's got sneaky speed.
Yeah.
You see the blood on the top forehead.
Yep, that elbow cut him.
It did. Split him right above his eye.
Actually, a pretty deep cut. That's going
It
to
is
start
right
leaking,
above that
man.
left brow. De Jesus now letting go on a combination. He landed straight a little bit earlier. He's having a little bit of success in the feet. Definitely wants to compete here, I imagine. The grappling has been one-sided.
It has. But I mean, in this fight, I mean, De Jesus is the one he's pushing forward the whole time. You know what I mean?
100%. But looking at David now, kind of looking at it, looks like he's kind of want to stand on the ground, stay on the feet, and kind of show, hey, I got hands too. You know,
really
that step in elbow was fast and it was beautiful.
It really was.
Split him open.
And it came after he threw a couple right hands, and you could see that De Jesus actually put up his left arm to guard against that right hand, but then he threw the elbow after.
Sneaky elbow, man. Very true.
That's high level, like thinking through his shot.
Absolutely.
Blood starting to stream down the face, and that cut on De Jesus is not in the eye right now, though, so action continues on with a little bit more than a minute to go in the second.
Yeah.
Definitely some visual damage, though, for the judges to look at.
It's hard to find David's rhythm, too, like you were saying, John. You were saying, Brian, very unconventional. He's bouncing, he's moving, then he's fast explosion, you know?
If you want to throw if you're De Jesus, I think you want to throw that left hand or the right. He switched to southpaw. I think his strong hand may be his right hand, his lead hand.
Yeah. I mean, De Jesus just has to let his hands fly.
He really does.
But then as we say that, boom, David gets
And that's the reason he's struggling to just let it go.
Yep.
Change levels, drive through underneath.
Again, Arman-esque a little bit, you know.
Absolutely.
Quick, fast double leg.
Really? Man.
Protege making the master proud, switching around to the back. De Jesus crawls the feet, trying to go for a ride.
I like that.
Stays upright.
The old running in the air defense. Got him back down to the ground.
Turns inside against the cage.
Doing
Final
better
10
here
seconds.
again on his feet. Nice knees. Ooh, those elbows are vicious, man.
And fast.
Man, another impressive round for David Mgoyan. Got to see a little bit more of the striking in that frame. As we get ready for the third and final round in our co-main event of the night, Tough Enough 141.
Wow. It's tough, man. You look at this kid, you wouldn't think he's 20 years old doing
No.
this. It's very impressive.
He does not look like a 20-year-old in there.
Well-rounded dude, great wrestling, good striking too. We got to watch his striking that round. He looked good, split his head open, you know.
They did. So
Very
unconventional with this. I mean, just like you've been saying, it's just hard to get a rhythm on him, hard to get a beat with him. You want to set him up for a shot, but you never know. And then Mgoyan, I mean, he adjusts.
Yeah, 100%.
He's adjusting.
I don't want to sleep on De Jesus, though, because he has been in with such good guys. He could turn something around third round. You never
He's showing
know.
why he's here tonight.
Exactly.
He's not getting overwhelmed. He's doing the right
100%.
things.
100%.
And look, we're going to get to see round 3.
Yep.
Are they not allowed to use Vaseline?
They definitely
I
should on
noticed
that
that.
cut, man.
Looks like Mark Smith, by the way, calling timeout. I think the doctor is going to take a look at that cut right now.
Why don't they put Vaseline on? That's interesting.
My good friend Stitch Duran really would be
All over that.
He'd be upset right now. That
David looks fresh still. Both guys look fresh.
They do.
Both look ready
They
to
do.
go.
the one thing that Mgoyan has is his eyes.
Yeah,
Like, he
man,
is
locked in, bro.
intense,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Looks like you look in the man's soul.
Man, I can feel like the heat coming from his eyes.
Laser focus. See what happens. De Jesus taking center of the cage, but David just throwing great combinations, fast head kicks, uppercuts, hooks. Beautiful work for David.
You can see De Jesus knows, hey, I got to get a stoppage.
Ooh, dude, those
Came to the
stepping
elbow again.
elbows are gnarly. It makes De Jesus think twice about trying to attack because that stepping elbow's right
Comes
there.
out of nowhere.
Exactly.
It's almost John Jones-esque.
Honestly, though, honestly. There was
Try to put a left down the pipe.
I like that from De Jesus. He needs to let that left hand go more. It's just David's a very tough opponent in front of him.
It's hard to get off like 3 shots with him because
Yeah. You know something's coming back. You got to
You
worry
do.
about that elbow now, too.
something is coming. Something is
Some
absolutely
blimp.
coming. Something's absolutely coming back.
Interested to check out the gas tank here in the third round. Right now, looks like he's got plenty of energy,
Impressive,
right?
impressive.
Throwing a big right hand there.
Dude, as a wrestler, all those big slams and mat returns, that is taxing, and David doesn't look phased at all. Very impressive. Good conditioner.
Called his last fight. Said it did show a little bit of fatigue before he got the finish, but found out after he was battling some illness. He didn't talk about it heavy. He didn't talk about it afterwards. His team was like, he didn't want to say anything. He's kind of sick. We tried to tell him not to fight. He fought anyway.
Warrior, man.
Yeah,
Warrior.
yeah.
He looks like a guy that
He looks a lot better tonight, though, right? Conditioner-wise.
Oh, looks fantastic.
Man.
Yeah, because I had those questions as well. I thought, wow, man, that concerns me a little bit. And then I heard that, and I said, oh, okay, well, maybe.
Makes sense.
But I said, I still got to see it.
Yeah.
You know, maybe they're making an excuse for him, right? But no, man, he's
He
looking
looks good,
fantastic.
bro.
Really good energy level here in the third round. And again, I give John De Jesus all the credit in the world. I mean, has not made anything easy tonight.
For sure.
and he keeps backing up, David.
Yeah, he has the center of the cage right now. like you're
Yeah,
saying,
but
Brian.
he's got.
High kick.
High head kick.
Ooh,
for
that
De
could have
Jesus.
changed things quickly.
It really could have.
Now,
Now
diving
you
on
see
Saga
Mgoyan wants to
out
take
there.
down now.
This could be the momentum change De Jesus needed right here.
He's down 2 rounds to none. Definitely needs a finish, but if he'd have landed that one flush, he might have gotten it done.
And
Yeah,
Mgoyan
that was
is really aware of that kick.
Absolutely.
Has to
Ooh,
be.
nice
Big shots
overhand.
traded there.
That's
Beautiful
exactly
takedown from
what he needed to do.
Mgoyan.
Beautiful.
Immediately to the back.
Yes.
Love that takedown. Wrapped up, trip, switch eventually to the back.
High
Beautiful
level,
work.
high level. Chain wrestle, that overhand step, put him in the distance. Beautiful work.
He was waiting for it, too.
Yeah,
He timed it perfectly.
You see his eyes, too. He's waiting. Great
Beautiful
work,
little
David.
cut back again to get to the back, bring him back to the floor.
And he has the
Boots in.
There
I'll
we
call
go.
it for one boot. All right. For the wrestler, you get it, man.
There we go.
He's got it on
having an effect on you there, Johnny.
He's got it on the left side. Hey, we get to see some wrestling at CFFC match day. I hear the boots, man. I hear the boots getting
You're
called.
around it.
Yeah.
Look at this vine.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy, crazy.
His limbs are, yeah.
Again, he just gives De Jesus no space. When he's
No
on you,
space.
he is on you. Very good positioning.
You don't get to breathe.
No, man, that grip is just insane.
Oh, and he
Wow.
slipped over the back.
Yeah,
De Jesus
impressive.
able to escape. A little bit more than a minute and a half to work.
You got to think they're both sweaty now,
Yeah.
too, slippery, you know,
Absolutely.
some blood. It's all factor now.
You see, and this is something that folks may not notice, the smarts of Mgoyan, the fact that he is no longer moving to his right. He's going to his left
Very
because
good
that's where
call.
that high kick came
Very
from.
good call.
Landed a nice right hand there. Working on the outside. De Jesus leaps forward, but in on the single. Again, just wrenching the leg in the air.
Dude, those are good finishes, though. I know he didn't get them all the way down, though, but just the thought of that, hiking the leg up, that's smart. Very good wrestling by David. But De Jesus, man, back to his feet, fighting hands. He's tough, man.
He really is.
He's not accepted anything in this fight.
Oh, man, good work.
45 seconds left, and you see De Jesus immediately back to his feet. Again, not giving anything away.
No, and he's not even grabbing the cage.
No.
Well, Mark Smith is he's got his eye. He's on him. He's like, no, I'm not grabbing the cage either. Why does he keep getting up?
The 30-fight veteran in here. I'm sure it's been a frustrating ride for him, but he's done everything he can. Once again, right there in his own corner is Mgoyan Sarukin leaning in.
Not saying anything, just kind of looking. giving him advice through looks.
No emotions.
Deadpan looking. Yeah.
Oh, no, there's those elbows again here in the final 10 seconds. Shoots in for a takedown. Try to get one last ride.
Spike on the head. Oh, it's a ground pound.
Beautiful work from start to finish with David Mgoyan. And I tell you what, guys, I think pretty clear that Mgoyan's going to walk away with the decision. But this is one of those ones, if anybody just looks at his record and say, oh, he didn't get a finish, he had his first decision, I hope you go back and watch the tape.
Yes,
because John De Jesus provided an incredibly difficult opponent tonight.
Absolutely. Veteran of the game. And again, he's fought the best of the best. So that says a lot about David coming in here and beating an opponent at that level.
Like, you know? Dominating at that level,
this
right?
is a step up in competition for David, too. And he made it look fairly easy.
Take a look at some of the replays here, some of the work of David Mgoyan.
There's that head kick that
that was close.
He blocked a portion of it, got hit with a portion of it, and then after that, we're going back down to the ground, my man. We're going back down.
Just relentless with those takedowns and pressing, man. Beautiful work. You would not think this kid's 20 years old.
No.
That still blows my mind.
And see how fast he changed levels to get down to get that takedown?
And he's setting it up with his hands, too. You know, just very high-level fighting, very high-level IQ from David.
As a 20-year-old kid, you can't overstate that. You really cannot.
A lot of people excited about his future. We think he's got the win. Let's take it up Just Bedard to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, David Mgoyan.
John, I got to ask you, you've been in this game forever. What do you think about a prospect like David?
I like it, man. It's the backflip there, very, very high. And again, you know, you see it, but also you hear the people around him and the way they talk about him, right? And it's one thing to just be like, yeah, this guy's pretty good. But you know it, when the guys that are in the room every day just can't wait to tell you enough about how good this is, that tells you a lot, right?
Absolutely.
It's not just his manager trying to hype him up. Or it's like, you know, it's like people that are with him and say, no, John, this guy is different.
That's how I felt, man. Everyone was talking about it. I was like, I'm going to watch some film. And I watched and I'm like, wow, this kid is very tough.
Again, seems like featherweight will be the division that he ultimately settles at. You know, probably a little too small for the lightweight division. It was only 150 tonight.
Crazy.
But a great performance to remain undefeated. And again, maybe his first decision, but man, I don't think there was anything bad at it. To get that cage time against a 30-fight veteran at this point in your career.
Who's fought really good freaking guys, killers. Come on,